Hey everybody, welcome to Life with Lisa A. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be making a semi-homemade, I say semi because the potatoes we're going to be using are frozen. But we're going to be making a homemade creamy potato soup today. And there's a couple of different ways you could do it. I'm going to stick mine in the crock pot. So let's get to it. Okay guys, this is our creamy potato soup we're going to be making. Instead of using a half a cup of diced carrots, I had this in the refrigerator. They're shredded. We're going to go buy this. I'm using a cup of onions that I chopped, diced. I have a cup of celery, same thing, chopped and diced it. This was about 5 or 6 medium-sized stalks. This was a little more than a half of a large onion. Now, as far as the liquid, I'm going to be using, for me, the recipe is like 4 cups of liquid. 2 cups of, you could use half and half, or you could use light cream. And 2 cups of whole milk, okay? I never did it with low-fat milk, so you could try it, and I don't see why it would not come out. And if you wanted to do half and half, and you didn't have half and half, just mix milk with some cream. That's it. Equal portions, and then you got a homemade half and half. I'm going to be using a couple dashes of garlic powder, a couple dashes of onion powder. I'm going to be using about a half a teaspoon of black pepper, a teaspoon and a half of salt, and then I'm going to taste it, and if I want, I will add more. I'm supposed to be using 6 cups of shredded hash browns, right here. Shredded hash browns. They did not have that. I didn't feel like getting 2 packages because I didn't want to sit in my freezer. So I'm using 30 ounces, which is 5 cups. All right, because there's 8 ounces in a cup. So 6 times 5 is 30. So I'm missing that extra cup. So then, now, all I'm going to do is, listen, if you want, and 6, how did I forget the most important thing? Bacon. This is like a baked potato soup, okay? But I'm not going to put, I have 6 slices of cooked bacon. I'm not going to put the bacon in right now when the cheese is done, and I got sharp cheddar cheese. Once the soup is cooked, then I will add that when I serve it with some scallions on top. What you could do is, once you cook your bacon, you could fry your onions and celery and carrots in there if you wanted to. You could also, another way to do it is you could take your carrots with your shredded hash browns. You could use cubed, but with your hash browns in just enough water to cover the potatoes and carrots. And it's not the shredded carrots. I'm talking about the round ones you would slice thin. Enough water, you would boil it until it became soft and tender, and then keep that little bit of water as additional liquid. And then, you know, you would put that aside, and then you would saute everything in butter or bacon grease. I'm not doing that, okay? I'm just going to make it simple. I'm going to dump all these ingredients at one time, minus the bacon, which you still have to cook separately. But none of this is going to be cooked. I'm going to take all these ingredients raw and stick them right into my crock pot. My crock pot is a Crock-Pot pressure cooker in one, but I'm going to use the slow cooker cycle. So again, I'm not going to cook any of this. I'm going to put this into the crock pot uncooked, and you can cook it all day on low, you know, like 6 hours to 8 hours, or you could cook it, you know, really 2 to 4 hours on high. It's late in the afternoon, so I'm going to do mine on high. But that's it. It's very simple. Oh, because I'm missing that cup of extra potatoes, I probably will do a half a cup less of milk or the light cream. But I'll pick one of them and I'll do about a half a cup less. So that's it. So you can't get any simpler than this recipe. Nothing is cooked. It's frozen hash browns, you know, and just shredded carrots that I bought at the grocery store. You could buy your onions and celery already chopped, but the point is you don't have to do no cooking. Just dump it all in your crock pot, set it and forget it, and enjoy the day. Okay guys, here we go. So I'm going to dump the hash browns in, and again, they're frozen. I will season the hash browns first with salt and pepper, besides the additional salt and pepper we're going to put in. Only because, you know what? These are potatoes. Potatoes need salt, and they definitely like pepper. So we're going to go a little crazy in there with that. I'm not lefty, but let's see. Okay. A little onion powder and a little garlic powder. That was onion powder. And now a little garlic. Not too much because I'm not really putting garlic in here. Okay, I'm just going to mix it the best way I can because they're frozen. Okay, guys, I finished, you know, fluffing them up and breaking up some frozen pieces. That's all. So now we're just going to dump everything. Look, the beauty of this, you just dump it all uncooked. And again, if you want a little bit more flavor, by all means, you could saute this to transluce it and, you know, and get flavor that way with some bacon grease or butter. But hey, I'm a little lazy today. I'm not feeling well. Plus, we could shave off some calories, right? Dump the carrots. And I'm just going to season this layer as well. But not too heavy because I still have to add, you know, so it's just a little salt. Everything we just did, but a little lighter. Okay, just give this a mix it all together. Guys, this is delicious on a nice cold day. Like I said, we're getting a snowstorm here, and this is going to be really good on a cold day. My husband has to go help shovel out my father, and when he comes home, you know, this would be nice to like warm his bones, right? All right, so I just put in like a cup and 3/4 of milk, and I'm going to do the same, maybe a little bit less for the light cream. Guys, here's the other 1 3/4 cup, because again, we took off a fourth and a fourth, and that makes a half a cup. Oh guys, my lasagna noodles are done, so I'm sorry, I'll be right back. Guys, I'm just throwing in a 1/4 cup of water, only because I would have used a little water if I was doing it on the stovetop. So now we're going to measure in the 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Guys, you use as much salt or as little salt as you want. I just find this to be a good combination. Okay, and now the pepper. Because, you know, potatoes really do like their, like salt and pepper. They can handle it. So now this is a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. Okay. Now I'm going to stir it. And guys, this is it. This is how simple it is. This is it. And then when the potatoes cook down, all the starches, you know what I'm saying? It's going to just make a nice little gravy. Not gravy, soup, excuse me. I'm making gravy now. Hey guys, do you know what I did? You know when I told you before you could cook this on the stove top, and if you were, you would put the potatoes and the carrots together in a stock pot and then add enough water to cover the potatoes and the carrots? Well, guess what? You still have to have that kind of liquid in here. So all I did was take 2 cups of water and dump it in here, along with the milk. I'm sorry, that was Ruffle saying hello. But that's what I did. So don't forget to add that water to here. So there's nothing cooked. We just took everything, dumped it. I put the milk, the light cream in here, and then I added 2 cups of water. Okay. Now I'm going to cook it on high in my crock pot, and I'll show you how that goes. All right, guys. So here we are for my, you know what? Can I just say one thing? There's the crock pot and the Instapot. Each make a, pressure cooker. I chose this one because I like the Crock-Pot name. They've been doing slow cookers many more moons than Instant Pot's been around. So now they make one that's a pressure cooker. So that's why I opted to get this one. And I did my research, but I just thought this would be better for slow cooking. All right, so let's get to it. Let me zoom in so you can see. We're gonna anytime. Wait, can I say anything? If you have an older model of a Crock-Pot or Instapot or something, and you can't simmer in it, mine you can simmer. It says right there. All you have to do is brown. If you have liquid in there and you put it on brown, it will, whatever liquid you have in there, it will come to a simmer. I promise. So don't worry about it. If something says simmer and you don't have that simmer function, don't worry about it. Use that function. All right, so let's go. We're gonna do. Oh, I can't see. We're gonna do slow cook. And we're going to do it on high, I said. So I ran out of time. So hold on, guys. I have to zoom out so I can see. It's on high already. You can see that's on high. And I'm just going to hit start. 4 hours is fine. Okay. So let me shut this off real quick. When my cream of potato soup cooks, it's like a baked potato soup, I said. But when that cooks, I'm going to go make a glass of hot cocoa, well, a cup of hot cocoa. and go sit by the fireplace because there's snow, and I'll show you what it looks like outside right now. Okay. The bacon. Let's not forget that bacon. Okay, guys, we're going to dish out some soup. I don't have my ladle because that's in my tomato gravy. So we're just going to dish out the soup with this, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Guys, don't forget the bacon, but guys, let me clear up my phone. I'll be back. Okay, guys, now we're going to put a little cheddar cheese in. As much or little as you like. Okay, we'll do a little bit more. And guys, there's sour cream too, if you want. You can put some sour cream in. We're going to do bacon. Okay. Bacon. And I have some scallions. And my husband's going to be the taste tester today. It doesn't matter. But there you go. This is your loaded baked potato soup. Hold on a minute. Guys, we are going to put that sour cream in right here. Just a little bit. And let me tell you what. I think next time I'm going to use my... Usually I do water or chicken broth. Hold on, let me shut my my crock pot off. Okay. When I do this on top of the stove top, I always use chicken broth. And today I used water. So I like mine to have a little bit more salt and a little bit more flavor. So I definitely will use the water next time. I mean, not the water, the chicken soup. Hey guys, bear with me when I get my spoonful. Okay, I hate doing this online. Oh my God. Okay, but here we go. Got bacon and cheese and scallion in there. Here we go. Tastes just like a baked potato. But in soup form. Oh, bacon is yummy. Who doesn't like bacon? But guys, it's quick, it's easy. It's in a crock pot. You set it, you forget it, you walk away. Have a good day. You could cook it on low, 6 to 8 hours, or cook it on high for 4. I cooked mine on for 4 hours. Again, if I was to do it again, I would use straight up chicken, low sodium chicken broth. Or I could even do a little chicken broth with a little bit of water, you know, like equal portions. But just with the water too, it's delicious. Guys, I don't think you've ever seen me take 2 bites on camera. That's good. That's really good. Very tasty. Guys, can we just talk about that soup again? It is just, honestly, so simple and so good. And you don't have to cook it with chicken broth. It's not flat in flavor at all. But I just, you know, the way I like to, the bottom line is it's not flat in flavor. It's just that, you know, when I cook something where it has a water base, sometimes I like to use broth. And you could use vegetable stock too. For sure you could use vegetable stock. And this is not a bad vegetarian meal if you take the bacon off. I'm still looking at that bowl. So I keep eating it, and my husband took some. He says, I thought you told everybody I was going to be the taster. But I happen to be standing by it. But it is delicious. It's so, like I said, so easy, so simple. You just throw everything in the crock pot. And again, if you want to, you could saute the onions and your celery in the bacon juice or some butter or a mix of both. The point is, or like what I did, I didn't do any of that. I just dumped it right in my crock pot, set it, and forget it. It's very good. And again, if you want yours a little thinner, by all means, add a little bit more liquid. And if not, this is up. I like my consistency just like this. This is perfect. Creamy baked potato soup. Thanks, I'm still eating the soup. My husband is sitting across from me, shaking his head, laughing. But let me tell you what. This is because I told you it's going to be snowing here. It's snowing now, right? It's cold, it's chilly. We're bunkered, you know, hunkered down inside. This is so nice for a cold winter night. It's so cozy, and it warms you from the inside. And it's just you know, and it's so simple, and it's just so cozy on a cold winter night. You'll enjoy this. I promise this is it. All right, guys, stay healthy, be good. All right, and be safe. Guys, hey, quick update. The other day when I made you the potato soup recipe, which I'm going to post today, I had a migraine. I still have the same migraine because I suffer from migraines, which is neither here or there. But I told you I was using 5 cups of hash browns. I even said, guys, there's 8 ounces to a cup, and 6 times 5 is 30. I mean, which I dumb. It was 8 times 5 is not 30. So 4 times 8 is 32. So I used 4 cups of hash browns in the recipe, not 5, but 4. So, and again, I suggest you do the same thing. Just, I think we're ready to change their, didn't they used to have a 32-ounce package for sure, and even bigger? But now I've only seen 30 ounces. So I only used one 30-ounce package of hash browns. That is 4 cups. 4 times 8 is 32. So I suggest you do the same thing. Just buy 1 bag of 30-ounce potatoes and do what we did. We used altogether 6 cups of liquid. You know, 2 was the milk, 2 was light cream that day, and then you could use water, or you could use chicken stock or whatever, vegetable stock, or do your own combination. But definitely use at least 4 cups of your milk and cream combination. All right, guys. Bye.